Good morning, Fort Worth. It is 14 January. I'm here with Shawna and Demetrie. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
We've got a great show for you today. This is the Fort Worth Roots Morning Show, and we try to keep them in between 20 and 30 minutes long, just brief episode on your way to work to get you laced up with what's happening around town. Our first segment of the day is weather. It's 57 degrees for a high today. And a beautiful little ad from the Weather Channel. All right, got that out of the way. 32 for a low this evening. 60 for a high tomorrow. 34 for a low. Thursday, 65 for a high. 45 for a low. Friday, 66 for a high. 37 for a low. 49 for a low. 49 for a high on Saturday and 21 for a low. And Sunday, 34 for a high and 17 for a low. So it's going to get chilly again. You guys been doing all right at the house? Y'all got fireplaces?
Yeah, I'm not prepared.
No?
No? Never prepared for
Do you have
weather.
a fireplace?
No.
No?
Lots of space heaters.
Yeah. You got one, Demetrie?
Absolutely. It was roaring as soon as I had a chance.
You be in the backyard chopping wood?
Oh, no, I don't do that.
No?
No, gas. Roasting some s'mores,
is it gas?
though.
No, it's wood fire.
Yeah. You go by the fire logs? What do you do? Yeah.
No, I actually got this guy who actually chopped up the wood himself. He had a full trailer, so I just went and loaded up the Jeep and was ready.
Excellent.
That's great.
That's the way to do it. All right. National.
Not harder.
Yes. National Day of, one of our silliest segments. It's the silliest segment. Today is National Dress Up Your Pet Day. So, do you have any outfits, Shawna, for your pets?
Yeah, my dog Chacho, he's been in his winter outfit for the last couple of days, all snuggled up and warm.
What does that look like?
It's like a red Colombian sweater, and I bring him to my salon with me, and my clients just love it. They love when he's dressed up.
That's awesome. Feast. I'm not going to read that. Look at this. Don't read that. What is that? I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want to say it. Okay, I can say it. I can say it. I didn't know what was going on. I'm going to say it. It's Feast. Shawna, you read it.
It's Feast of the Ass Day, and it's a picture of a donkey.
It's a donkey. The Feast of the Ass on January 14th began as a medieval Christian feast. Okay, so we're good. Commemorates the Israelites' flight into Egypt. It was predominantly observed in France as a variant of the Feast of Fools, which commemorated biblical donkey-related narratives, particularly the donkey that carried the Holy Family into Egypt following Jesus' birth.
Interesting.
Okay, that is the most exciting.
So back to the pets.
He puts the he in the haw. It's a he-haw.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, happy National Day of that. All right, this day in history. 1954, Monroe weds DiMaggio. Marilyn Monroe and Joe DiMaggio get married. America's biggest movie star and its most popular baseball player. Marilyn Monroe and Joe DiMaggio make headlines as they wed in San Francisco and emerge to a crush of press and public. They will divorce just 9 months later.
A match made in heaven.
Let's see here. Human Be-In, 1967. Prelude to Summer of Love in San Francisco with tunes from the Grateful Dead and Jefferson Airplane. Talks from Timothy Leary and free LSD provided by Osley Stanley. The Human Be-In turns on, turns in, and drops out at Golden Gate Park. I guess it's an event. And it sounds like a real party. I mean, they're giving out free LSD.
Free LSD.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I mean,
What's the admission ticket?
That's aggressive, you know? I mean, maybe we should start doing that at our events. Diana Ross and the Supremes give their final concert. This is 1970 on this day. A dozen number one hits behind them. The mega-selling 60s pop group performs together for the last time at Las Vegas Frontier Hotel. Ross will go on to launch a solo career and also earn a Best Actress Oscar nod. While the rest of the band will go through several lineup changes before disbanding in 1977. We're going to get into these news stories here in just a minute, and what we got for you is from Fort Worth Report and the Star Telegram. But before we do that, Shawna, can you tell us a little bit about your business and how that all came about?
So my business is called Style Smart VA, and what we do is we connect virtual assistants to beauty entrepreneurs, salon owners, hairstylists, spa owners, barber shops, and we help handle their client communication. So that's what we really specialize in supporting the entrepreneur, because as I'm a hairstylist myself, as a hairstylist, I'm literally working hands in hair, and so I don't have the ability to like answer the phone and do all of the things while I'm working behind the chair.
Right.
And so at the end of the day, I either have a backlog of client communication or I have a really great virtual assistant that handles all of my communication, makes sure that my clients are taken care of. And so we are on we just had year 3 in November. We had last year our largest growth year. We grew 300% last year. And so I'm hoping to do that again this year.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's been really exciting to support the beauty industry.
And where's your salon at?
So my salon is here in Fort Worth. I have a little salon suite off of Hewlin and I-30 in the Madison Avenues over by Central Market.
Cool. How can people look you up?
You can find me on either Instagram or everything is like the same. It's Shawna Ariel Hair, either .com or on Instagram or on Facebook.
Very
I said
nice.
I'm very similar. I'm branded across the across the board.
Yeah, that's like with Fort Worth Roots. Whenever I go into that spiel, like how to find us, it's Fort Worth Roots, Fort Worth Roots,
Yeah,
Fort Worth Roots,
on
Fort Worth
everything.
Roots.
You got to stay true to your brand through and through.
Yeah, and Demetrie, of course, is with Market Match. What is this, the 4th or 5th time you've been on the show?
I think I'm like 6 now.
It might be, yeah.
A permanent residency.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as long as he'll keep doing it, the Tuesday spot is Demetrie's, and he's going to keep, I guess, bringing interesting guests along with him.
Yep.
Sweet. Love that. Tell folks about Market Match real quick.
Absolutely. So Market Match is a mobile app that uses swipe technology to collectively gather product feedback from consumers to the merchants, so that way they know what's the most in-demand product that they need to put in their inventory without wasting any money.
And now we've got that here at Hoppin.
You absolutely do.
That's great.
We've got a little QR code. You can walk in, scan the thing, and then get into Market Match and start letting Michael and Holly, the owners here at Hoppin, located next to Doc's Records, what you like on the wall, what you'd like to see on the wall. And that data goes straight to them. And then next time you come in, see if the beer you told them you wanted on the wall is there. So it's a kind of a relationship builder between the owners and the people walking through the door. Mm-hmm. All right, we got first up is our sad story of the day, fortworthreport.org. The story is by Bob Francis, and this is somebody that we had scheduled to have on the show, but due to weather conditions, we had to scrub that recording, and consequently never got a chance to interview this person. Hip Pocket Theater co-founder, noted costume designer Diane Simmons has passed away. And this is bad timing, but we got a Sky Viper here. Let's get into that real quick with your morning traffic update. Mr. Stubbs, good morning.
Hello.
How we flying up there?
It's flying good, except Candy keeps trying to go to Chick-fil-A breakfast.
You tell her we have protocols, and it is morning traffic report time. She can do that on her own dime.
Yeah, she's just hungover, I think. So.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, I can smell it on her breath.
Rehab didn't really work. Huh?
Nothing.
Rehab didn't really work out for Candy.
No. Sobriety's not a friend of hers.
Thank God it worked with you.
Yes. I don't need to be flying a helicopter. The Sky Viper I'm in, you know that, right?
I know that.
I don't need to be flying that around drunk.
No, and the lawyer fees were getting absurd.
Exactly. Corporate doesn't like that, so.
What you got for us today?
Oh, man, I-35, there's some slowdown right around Heritage Trace, so if you're up there, look out. They got some construction that could be problemsome on I-30 eastbound near Montgomery Street, looking a bit sluggish because of a fender bender. Report in the right lane, so westbound is clear, so enjoy the ride. 820, looks like your usual delays in the North Richland Hills area right around Roof Snow, so carpet bomb that place.
As always.
as always. Downtown Fort Worth, Sundance Square, people are walking around in their underwear.
Wonder what that's about.
I don't know. Chisholm Trail Parkway moving smoothly with no major issues to report, so that's a great option if you're trying to head down to into town from the south. So that's about it, sir, from Sky Viper.
Y'all got a recording tonight at the Temple?
We sure do, sir.
Jerry Jonestown Massacre Podcast records every Tuesday, and you guys can get in on the fun. They have a live chat room on YouTube. And what time do y'all start? 7:30, 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock, sir. 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
We're going to have Ryan Breckenridge, the comedian, in today.
Ryan Breckenridge, the funniest comedian in Fort Worth.
In the world.
Tell that dude we have a Wednesday night comedy show up here at Hoppin now, and I'd like to see him here sometime.
I sure will.
Like to get him on stage and, you know, make him dance for us.
Oh, he's a good dancer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for doing this, and can we get you back up in the air tomorrow morning?
You sure can, darling.
All right, brother. You have a good day.
All right.
See ya.
You too, sir.
That is Matt Stubbs with the Jerry Jonestown Massacre Podcast, the #1 longest-running North Texas podcast. And you can find him this evening, 8 o'clock. Best place to see it, in my opinion, is YouTube so that you can get in on the live chat. Y'all ever do something like that?
No.
Live chats?
No.
You can get in there and be part of the conversation.
That was
it's so
like
cool.
AOL vibes back in the day.
It really does feel like that. Like, I'm going to get on there tonight and just be like ASL? Question mark.
For real.
All right, back into our sad story. Hip Pocket Theater co-founder, noted costume designer Diane Simmons dies. Story by Bob Francis. Mary Diane Simmons, one of 3 founding directors of the Fort Worth Hip Pocket Theater and an honored costume designer, has died following a lengthy illness. She was 80 years old. Simmons, along with her husband, Johnny Simmons, and the late Douglas Bellenti, established Hip Pocket Theater in 1976. The company continues to produce works with an unconventional approach to storytelling, with original scores, drama, humor, puppetry, mime and movement under the Texas stars in its outdoor venue in far west Fort Worth. Pronounced Deanne Simmons, served as producer and costume designer until her retirement due to health issues several years ago. In her day, Diane was a phenomenal artist, creating beautiful costumes out of scraps and unusual materials, said Johnny in a statement. This uncommonly gifted woman was a devoted wife, mother, and a superb example of a soulfully loving human being. Okay, well, condolences to the family and the team out there at Hip Pocket Theater. That is a really cool environment. Have you guys ever been out there? It's located off of Silver Creek, just on the west side of Fort Worth, off of 820. And it's so cool. I've never seen anything like this. I'm not a big theater guy, and I was invited out there to kind of just enjoy the evening and watch the performance, and then we were supposed to record the next day, and weather. So, but anyway, it's really cool. They make all their own costumes, and it's the play that we went to see. For me, not being a theater guy and having the depth, the intellectual depth of a toad, it was probably lost on me a little bit, but it was still, even though I'm not a theater person, it was still wildly entertaining.
Yeah.
You're in these wooden bleachers, kind of situated in a circle, and the entire middle portion is the stage. And they come out from every angle and all these props and puppets and stuff. It's really wild.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Check it out.
The best way to commemorate her is go buy a ticket.
Yeah.
Go
buy a ticket and do it before it gets too hot. I don't know what their schedule is, but it's called Hip Pocket Theater. And with the name being so unique, it's probably pretty easy to find. Let me scan down real quick, see if there's a website or a link. I'm not seeing anything.
pop it into ChatGPT.
It's easy to find, guys.
It'll buy the tickets for you.
Hip Pocket Theater. Okay, next story. Construction on $3.2 million East Fort Worth apartment complex to begin in February. A new multi-million family housing complex is scheduled to be built on a vacant woody tract in an area of East Fort Worth ripe for redevelopment. The Hills of Lancaster, a $3.2 million, 11,200 square foot project, is planned at 5220 East Lancaster Avenue. The story goes on, and you guys can find it at fortworthreport.org. I don't usually cover stuff like this, but it just felt like we needed to talk about it. Shooting at West 7th Bar leads to Fort Worth police chase. One suspect shot the other suspect, I guess. This is StarTelegram.com. Amy McDaniel. Fort Worth police chased 2 men accused of firing a gun outside a bar in West 7th Entertainment District on Sunday night, January 12th, and one of the suspects was shot when the 2 men apparently struggled over the weapon, police said. All right, and we can't continue reading it because I'm not paying for your paywall for Star Telegram. But you guys can pay for it or look up the story on another service that doesn't charge you for it. All right, and then we've got our space news for the day. Space news: Blue Origin scrubs New Glenn rocket's debut launch. The company started by the Amazon founder Jeff Bezos reset its countdown clock repeatedly over a period of just over 2 hours before eventually postponing the test flight to another day.
How anticlimactic.
It really is. And so they said, okay, well, there's a problem, so we need to diagnose it, fix it, and then we'll launch the rocket. Well, apparently the issue was so bad that they had to start draining the fuel from the rocket, which is a big deal.
Oh, wow.
That's a really big deal. Once you get it prepped and ready for launch.
So we only need it to go up. We don't need it to come back down.
No, we want it to come back down. So anyway, I don't know. I love this stuff because, I grew up watching all the nerdy stuff, X-Files and Star Trek and whatnot. Anyway, I want to believe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to get out there.
Yeah.
So this kind of stuff is really cool to me. They are or have already launched a rocket to send 2 moon landers up into space, and it's going to be over the course of the next several months. But 2 moon landers, and they both have separate missions, but we're going to get back up there. So
interesting.
And then I think by the end of the year, we're supposed to put people back on the moon. So
we doing the most in 2025.
Well, I know I have a green screen in my office, and I can put myself on the moon, too.
Let's go, son.
You can do it today.
Let's go. Let's do that. You didn't tell me you were a green screen man.
The Zoom backgrounds are starting to look realistic.
Just saying.
We should do something creative with that for sure.
I'm down for it.
Well, this is this the first time you've been on since New Year's? You were here last week, weren't you?
I was here last week.
Yeah. You guys have any New Year's resolutions?
I didn't really set any necessarily New Year's resolution. Lots of goals, business goals, a lot of things that I want to get done, but nothing. I don't want to say I'm perfect, but I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I don't have anything to work on.
Nothing.
Good luck, everybody, with your childish New Year's resolutions.
Peasants.
Should have figured that out last year.
I guess it's kind of late to be still talking about New Year's resolutions. They say that January 10th or 15th.
Yeah.
By then, 95% of people have already given up on their
Just be realistic with yourself. Be realistic with yourself. If you know you're not gonna, you don't want to put yourself to it, don't set the parameters on yourself.
Just make some attainable goals.
Yes.
Did you have any attainable goals, Demetrie?
For this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm working on trying to get at least 10 new companies, and then also trying to get my name out there and downloads. So I just got my goals set for the first and second quarter, and then looking to do what else I can.
Yeah. Well, I'd like you to add being at every Tuesday morning show to your list.
Oh, man. Boom. Denzo.
I really do appreciate you coming in here. It's so much better when we've got people here with me. Like yesterday, I was here by myself, and the episode just doesn't. It's not as good. It's not as good when it's just me. So I appreciate it.
Oh, of course, I appreciate you.
You got any plugs you want to put in for our friends out there listening?
Plugs? Any plugs? I don't have any plugs. Come get your hair done with me.
There you go. Demetrie?
Yeah. So if you're a Cajun lover or a crawfish lover,
yes.
I'm partnering with a company called Terbones. They're off of Camp Bowie. If you know the Cajun market that used to be in Colleyville, now he partnered up with another man from the Wild Cajun, and they're bringing their crawfish love together. And I'm telling you right now, if you're a Cajun person, you want to go there. So I give them about another week or so, and they'll be opening up, and they'll be using Market Match as well.
Oh, yeah.
They have frozen products, they have liquor, they have merch, so they'll have all the stuff there for you to enjoy what they have.
Yeah.
And is the owner, is he a local guy?
So he's from Louisiana. Well, actually,
Yeah.
they're both from Louisiana. I think it's Parrish,
Okay.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's been known locally here in Fort Worth for a bit.
Very cool. Very cool. So locally owned.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'd gone by there to check this place out because I was really interested. And you told me where it was, and I drove around that shopping center like 4 times, and I'm like, I don't see it. But they didn't have any signage up.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the shop that they're in still had the old places sign still up. So I'm like, that's not it. That can't be it. But that was it. So.
Yeah.
All right. Guys and gals, thank y'all for joining us for today's episode. Of course, we record Monday through Thursday right here at Hoppin. This Wednesday, tomorrow night, we've got our comedy show with Cockpit Comedy. If you're watching the video, that's the banner behind us. It's a lot of fun. And we're trying to be the #1 stop in Fort Worth on Wednesday nights for comedy. So you're all invited out. We would love to see you. It's a great time. If you're a comedian, bring it. Come get those reps in. If you're somebody that just enjoys a comfortable place with a great selection of beers, THC seltzers, wines, and a full cocktail bar with Mama Lou's Tamales here, Mama Lou's Kitchen. If you just want to hang out, come be with us. Come be part of the activity. There's no cover charge, and it's always a good time. Today's Tuesday. I'm going to be out at McFly's Pub, and we do a live studio audience. I'm going to have a mic set up so that you guys can join us and be part of the entertainment. I'm bringing pizza today. I want to bribe you with food. So if you're not doing anything, I'm not going to do any specialty.
Pepperoni only.
Well, no dietary stuff. You know, there's not going to be like a gluten-free option, and we could probably get away with vegan, maybe. Nope. Vegetarian? I don't know. Anyway, we're not going to do any of that. It's just going to be pizza. So, anyway, come hang out. And if you show up and you have a dietary restriction, I'll add it to my rollout for next Tuesday's thing. But McFly's Pub is located over there off the, is it Meandering? It's the east gate for the military base, just on the other side of River Oaks. It's still a Fort Worth address, but you got to go through River Oaks to get there. If you need any information on that, look to our Instagram, or you can send me a direct message. And if you have an event, if you're a creator of any kind, a musician, an artist, an author, you got a book coming out, if you're an event promoter and you got an event coming out this weekend, hit me up. Send us an audio file of you talking about what's going on, and we will play it on the show to make sure everybody knows what's going on here in Fort Worth. That's kind of the whole point of this. So media@fortworthroots.com. All right, folks, that is it for today. We will see you tomorrow morning for the morning show. All these are released and ready to listen to and enjoy on your way to work by 8 a.m. As you move through today, we hope that you will choose love and gratitude every chance you get. Until tomorrow, folks, good day.